Okay, all my followers, all my sycophants that love to watch me do live streams and try to get something over on everybody, and everybody that loves to watch ProTinkerToys and live streams. I'm gonna drive without my glasses. My eyes are not that bad. I can see. I probably should drive without them more often. Let's see, am I live? I should be getting live. Comments should be coming in sooner or later. It's supposed to be, I think this is all messed up. All right, one person thumb up. One person thumb up. One person thumb up. One person thumb up. Okay. Do I have anybody commenting now? I need people to comment. All right, we got big news here. Big news, big news. The biggest news in the last 24 hours. Big news, baby, big news. All right, is everybody, hi, and I, Bryan. What's the heck does that mean? Timothy Wood. Okay, Timothy Wood is on live. Yeah, baby. We're going through Cary. Speed limit is 20 miles an hour, and they've got 2 cops just sitting there waiting for you. Holy moly. Could have any more cops there coming here, making a turn here. Cary's a nice little town. And okay, so we got big news here today. All right, so I told everybody this about a week and a half ago now, that 350 Love trucking stops were initially going to get 4 sets, 1 case. And I said that it's going to take about 2 weeks for them to restock all their store. 150 locations are going to get a restock of 4 sets, and then that's it. They're gone. They're done. So I had called Upper Sandusky 2 weeks ago when I bought the initial 4 sets, and they told me, she said, I said, if you get any more, give me a call. And I left my card, ProTinkerToys.com. And Mac Henry is at the store, and he said he got a phone call from the Love's Trucking store saying that they had just got in a case of 4 sets. And so I told him, all right, I'll go get them. And I just left the Love's Trucking stop with 4 more Love sets. I don't care what anybody tells me. These sets 2 years from now are going to be worth whatever you want to get for them, because they're going to be gone faster than you can, before you can say hello there. Okay. It's not a lot of sets. You know, I don't care. I don't care what Arbuckle says. You know, 1,500 sets for the United States of America is pretty pathetic. But it's not pathetic for them, because they're Love's Trucking stop. They're not going to carry 10,000 sets. They just want to get in them and get out. You know, it's a quick profit. And so you want to check your local Love store, okay? Because they just got a shipment in today, actually. She said that we had just got a truck in today, because it's Monday. We just got a truck in today, and a case of sets were there. I still got them in the box. And so we got 4 more Love sets. And everybody, so if you got a Love's trucking stop near you, you want to go and check or call them and say, hey, did you get a shipment in? Now, some Loves might have gotten them last Thursday, but I kind of doubt it. They could have. But you want to check your local Loves near you. Now, they're not going to be at every location. So you're going to have it, and it's only the top 150 stores. So if your store never got them, they're never going to get them, okay? Because they only went to 350 stores. Now, the trucking set, I think, is going to go to every store. I've got to confirm that with Bo, with Love's, okay? So you want to check your local Love's trucking to see if they're going to get the Love's trucking set, because that will be coming out in October. So now we have about 8 sets. Love's trucking. Love's trucking, baby. Love's trucking. And so you want to check your local Love's store nearby you to see if they have some sets. Because if you I mean, the reason I laugh is because the amount of these sets are going to all these stores is kind of ridiculous. So if you look, we got 50 states. 50 times 4 is 200 sets. Now that's just if you're gonna just get one case per store. And I know people hate when I talk about this. They hate it. There are some people that hate when I constantly mention this, that the amount of these sets that are available is really nothing compared to the market that we're selling to. I'm just telling you. I got a guy called me last week and said, hey, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, hey, Bryan, I've got 13 Love sets. What should I do with them? And I told him, I said, put them on eBay. I don't do whatever they're going to be worth the money that you paid for them, okay? At least the cars alone will be worth $50 a piece, which you'll get your money out of the set. But the set itself, because there's so few of them made. I mean, you look at some of the sets that Auto World made, or not Auto World, but Aurora and Tomy made back. I mean, it's staggering. I some of you guys really don't understand the amount of product that was made. Okay, a lot of people, they don't believe it. A lot of people, they just say it's, a lot of these companies, a lot of these slot car companies, they really believe, a lot of these guys that have their own little chassis and everything, they really believe that there's only a finite amount of people that are buying slot cars, and it's never going to go above that. And I'm thinking to myself, really? You really believe that? Oh yeah. We can only reach so many people. I go, you're kidding, right? No, and they believe it. They believe it. And I'm like, okay. I've never believed that. I never have believed that slot cars is a finite amount of people, that, we're only going to reach this amount of people. I go, no, it's unlimited. There's no, okay, and I'm just pontificating right now. I hope you guys understand, because I'm driving. I can't really read all the messages. So I'm just pontificating, which a lot of people like when I pontificate, because then you guys talk among yourselves. But the fact of the matter is, okay, the fact of the matter is that the amount of product that was manufactured and produced in the 60s and 70s and 80s was astronomical. It's almost like comparing, well, you know what? I'd almost take it to this extreme. So I'll use this analogy. You guys like when I have analogies. Back in the 50s and the 60s, your average TV show had if it was going to succeed and it wasn't canceled, had to be at least 30 to 40 shares. 20, it might still be on, that means 20 million people are watching it every week. Lucille Ball, or the I Love Lucy show, and the Jackie Gleason, the Honeymooners, they had like a 50, 60 share. You know, people, and so all of your TV shows that are on right now, all of them, every single one of your network television shows, all would have been canceled in the 60s and the 50s and the 70s. They'd all have been canceled because of no viewers. And it's the same thing with slot cars. The amount of product that was coming out of China. Matter of fact, there's a guy that has like containers filled with bodies in China that was found in Hong Kong. I mean, there's and I would not doubt that there's a warehouse in Hong Kong that has just thousands and thousands of Tyco cars. Auto World, I mean Aurora, no, I wouldn't say there is, but Tyco, yeah, there's probably just gaylords filled with bodies. Okay. You know, that was the amount of product that was being produced, because, you know, you're not talking 10, 15 retailers that are carrying you're carrying, you know, every single Kmart. So back in the 1970s, let's just take 70s as an example. You had the 5 major department store chains, which would probably be, I would say, and this was major, that were in every state, which would have been Sears, Montgomery Ward's. Okay, Sears, Montgomery Ward, those are your top 2. J.C. Penney's, top 3. Okay, those are your majors. Then you had Kmart was a part of that. That's 4. And then you had your minor department store chains that would have carried the sets only at Christmas time, which they had a huge catalog presence. You know, people don't understand the catalog presence in the 1970s. I mean, a lot of your women were buying stuff on catalog all the time. You think online sales are big. You know, catalog was the way to buy something, especially in the 1830s or 1870s. If you were in the middle of America, you know, Oklahoma, and it had not been built up, and all of a sudden you got a Sears catalog, man, you ordered everything you wanted from a catalog. Everything. Matter of fact, there's a really neat movie that was made, I think 1970s. I think it was Chancey's wife or something, or it was about Gene Hackman was in it, and he's a pioneer in Oregon, and he writes for a mail order bride, and when she comes, you know, he's kind of a rough man, and everything didn't go very well, and he ends up buying a wooden stove for $18. Now this is a die-cast wooden stove for $18, and you had to put it together. You know, you assembled it, and just kind of neat. But you know, so So everywhere I'm driving, okay, this is what's so amazing. I'm sorry for jumping all over the place. So everywhere I go, all I see is Trump. Trump, Trump, Trump. I might see 1 in 1,000 Harris stickers or Harris sign. It's all Trump. And this is Fostoria, which is normally a Democratic community. All Trump. Trump, Trump, Trump. It's amazing. All right, so getting back to slot cars. So the Love's Truck Stop is a great catalyst for other places to start carrying slot car sets. And I'll tell you right now, you know, and this is not to be ignored, is that, you know, other retailers are not ignoring what Love's is doing, okay? And now it might not be Auto World that gets the sale. It might be Race Masters or you know, Carrera, but some other retailer is going to get into slot cars. I mean, it's inevitable. And the more people get, it's like this lady that called today for her husband buying 4 slot cars. You know, he watches my live stream. He loves watching my live streams. Okay. I mean, I'm just so popular. I just don't know what to do. I think what I'm going to start having to do is charge people to talk to me. I think I might have to charge people like $10 to talk to me, you know, because my time is too valuable. I just can't talk to everybody. I'm kidding. That's a joke. Run for president. I'd like to run for Congress. I'd like to unseat Bob Latta, because I don't think Bob Latta should be in office anymore. I mean, you got these guys that just think that they should just retire, and I don't think he should be in office anymore. I think he's been in there too long. I think if you can't be in, I believe that if you can't be in 6 years, then you should be out. 6 years max. 12 years max, the House or Senate. Okay. So if you want to be in the U.S. Congress, you have total 12 years. You can do 6 as a senator. You can do then so that's 12 and 12. That's 12. No, 12 years total. That's right, 6 and 6. Because 24 years is way too long. You're not going to get anything done to it. You're just going to be another swamp rat. Okay. I can't read paragraphs. Okay, guys. You have to one line sentences. You know what I'm saying? So I'd like to unseat Bob Latta, because I don't think he's you know, the problem with these politicians is they think they're doing they think they're doing good by doing this or by passing this legislation. I judge the efficiency of a congressman on how many regulations he cuts, and not more We don't need any more laws. We need less laws. We need less laws and less regulation. That's what we need. I can't read that, Blue Oval Racing. You're writing a whole paragraph, Blue Oval Racing. I mean, come on, Blue Oval Racing. You expect me to read that while I'm driving my car? Come on, man. I need 22 thumbs up, too, by the way. I don't know why you're not giving me thumbs up, everybody. Okay, so I'm now in Fostoria. So Fostoria is a typical American town that is off of the interstate. Its downtown is absolutely dead. I mean, 90% of the downtown is vacant, which in the 1970s was probably the pinnacle of downtowns. Every type of business you want was downtown Fostoria. But you go look at downtown Fostoria, it's a joke. It's sad. It's what happened. It's why our congressmen have done nothing to support our small business and support America. They've sold us out like chickens. It's really sad, the downtown of Fostoria, because Fostoria was your typical American town. I mean, so typical. I mean, this is if you're watching movies in the 1930s, and it would have been like Your Town or whatever, Francis Ford Coppola, or you know, not Francis Ford Coppola, but who's the guy that made Mr. Dobbs? All these movies that were made about small America. This Foster is one of them. I can't read that. Blue Oval Racing. You're writing these paragraphs. I can't read them. And then you got over here. You got Rite Aid. They're going out of business. Unbelievable. You got Big Lots is going out of business. If Big Lots is going out of business, you know, and then they talk on Friday, you know, I tell you, there's so much corruption in the business. You got Big Lots going out of business. Kevin Carroll won today as we're waiting for, but I got my love set. So you want to get your love sets. So anyways, you're talking about how much product was made, and there was so much made. There's so much made. So much, it's ridiculous. I haven't been to a McDonald's in a year and a half, almost a year. Actually, almost a year this month. Yeah, almost a year. McDonald's. Have not stepped into a McDonald's in 1 year. Now that should alarm McDonald's management. They should say to themselves, now wait a minute. So Bryan Young has not been into a McDonald's in 1 year. What's the problem? How do we fix that? Well, first of all, you look at the sign. It's got a little tiny McDonald's M when that's not McDonald's. And then they have McCafe. Okay, what are you, a McDonald's? Or are you a coffee joint? See, they wanted to appeal to everybody. They wanted to get Starbucks. They wanted to get everybody. And they missed the focus of who they were. They missed that they are a burger joint. That's what it is, guys. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people don't agree with me. A lot of people don't agree with me about anything. You got another Save-A-Lot. Another business went out of business, Save-A-Lot. They were out of business 4 years ago. Dunkin' Donuts, look at that. Nobody is in line at Dunkin' Donuts. Nobody's in line. Burger King, nobody in line. Wendy's, nobody. Nobody in line. Unbelievable. No, I took the kids yesterday. We went to lunch after church. We went to Culver's. It was $70. And I got the kids 4 kids meals. $70. It's just totally unrealistic. Unbelievable. So we got the love sets. I'm sorry for talking out of turn, but I just got going. We got people there just sticking their feet out, not knowing what they're doing. Okay, driving by Ford. No cars are in the lot. Nothing new. All used stuff. Unbelievable. How do you go in business? How do you stay in business? I don't understand it. I really don't. I understand it. You got a Kmart, empty Kmart over here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'll tell you right now, and I've told this before, that every major department store that major store that I'm going to list off a bunch of retail stores. And these stores got started during the Reagan Revolution. Okay, every one of these stores. So I'm going to list off all these retailers, and they got going because of the Reagan Revolution, or the Reagan economy. You ready for this list of stores? Target, Best Buy, Home Depot, Lowe's, Kohl's, I suppose there's probably a half dozen smaller retailers, but those are the big 5 or big 6. Walmart grew extremely big. All these stores expanded across this country. I remember, so I had Young's Newsstand, and I was driving to Madison, Wisconsin they had a convention. I would go to this convention. And I don't know if it was 1992 that I went to this convention, And I drove into Madison, Wisconsin, and on my way out, I saw this new retail called Best Buy, and they weren't national. They were only in Wisconsin, Best Buy. And I walked in and I said, wow, this is kind of cool. Got all these electronics. Then they got national. Well, we got a good show today, everybody. We got 4 more sets, NASCAR sets. Don't forget to get to your local Love store and get your set. Get your set, loves, baby, loves. We need 29 thumbs up. We need 29 thumbs up. We need to get those thumbs up, people. We need to get those thumbs up there, people. Yippee-i-yo, Kaye. Get those thumbs up. Yippee-i-yo. Yippee-i-yay. Yippee-i-yo. Yippee-i-yay. Yippee-i-yo. So we had a pretty good day today. This morning got started pretty shabbily. Tomorrow I hope we have a better show. I want to try to get more stuff on the auction, the next show on Whatnot, because I can't. What happens when I'm on Whatnot, if I click live on my cell phone, then that messes up the whole live stream. It transfers it to my phone, not to the iPad that I was using. So it messed up my whole broadcast. It really was depressing. It got cold yesterday and my tires, whenever the winter comes in, I think I'm going to shut down the pool. My neighbor's already got his pool already shut down, battered up. I'm going to take mine down, I think. Well, produce ahead. Produce ahead. Well, don't forget to go get to your local Love store, because they're getting the second shipment of Love sets. Most of the retailers sold out, and the top 150 stores are going to get another 4 sets, and then that will be it. Everybody is a PTT fan. Where are you going? Well, I had to go to lunch with my pastor, and then while I was having lunch, Mac Henry called me and told me that the Love store in Upper Sandusky called Mac and said that Mr. Young dropped off his card there, and to have them call Mr. Young if they got more sets in. And being one of their first stores that sold out, technically registered in the computer as being the top 150. So they immediately were issued the first 4 of those sets. Pretty sweet, huh? And so if you were the first to buy sets from your local Loves, you want to get back there right now, because they're getting 4 more. Now, the bad part is I checked all 4 sets and I didn't get any iWheel, unfortunately, which is kind of depressing, but I did get 4 more sets. The 4 sets that we have are really for people that never are going to be able to get one. And we're going to take them. And then Adam's trying to get an iWheel set. David and I are going to look for sets on the way to Vegas. I have a feeling that they're going to all be sold out. I mean, I might be wrong, but I got a strong feeling. Now, Sydney, Ohio, they sold out. They're pulling there and buy those for. Because we leave on Friday morning. There's 20 in Indianapolis that are going to have some. They're a nice set, actually. And especially if you put crossovers on them, that makes it cool. Well, guys, I just wanted to do a live stream to show you that the love sets are available at your local love stores. The restock, the top 150 stores that sold out the first, you could really say the top 150 sold out stores are going to be getting restock of 4 sets. And if you don't get one, or you don't get or call them, you're probably not going to get one, I hate to tell you. Well, I don't know what to tell you. The top 150 stores. This is the worst place on the internet where we're driving. The worst place. The worst place. That's all I can tell you. Well, let's see here. That is a Caravan. Are you going to pull out or are you going to stay? Yeah, I would stay. All right, so that's a Caravan. Well, they put away my Tinker van. That's all put away now for the year. Anthony Bateman. Don't forget to watch. So if anybody's watching this live stream, make sure you go to Anthony Bateman Sr. and you want to subscribe to Anthony Bateman Sr. Okay? He is doing something that most people, don't do. He's kind of experimenting. He's starting his own website. So you want to get to his website and at least subscribe. That's all you have to do. Subscribe and then click the notification bell, just like you would with my site. I get I don't get depressed. I feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for him. I mean, that's what it is. But I'm flipping through and I see that he's had a live stream and he's got 21 views, and I'm thinking, come on, I know we can do better than that. We can get at least 50 maybe. I think he would go crazy if all of a sudden he got 100 views or 200 views. He'd probably go nuts. So you want to try to get on to Anthony Bateman Sr. He's just kind of, building his own little layout, just kind of fun. He's having fun, and we want to participate as much as we can in other people's fun. Just like the Adam Hurt has his own website. The Adam and Scott's House of Azo Slot Car, SVR, all these places that have different websites. Everybody's trying to become number one. What do you call it? Valley Hobbies. What's that one called? I always get that messed up. Oak Valley Slot Cars, or no, what's it called? I gotta place some orders. Gale Force Hobbies. Actually, it's Gale Force Raceway. I always say Gale Force Hobbies, but it's actually Gale Force Raceway, not Hobbies. So you want to support as much of these guys as you can. okay? Because everybody's supporting everybody else, and that's what's important. Going there and you know, just do what you can to help and support other people. And I got my big Trump sign in my yard. Let me show you my Trump sign. I bought 4 of these things. I got 4 of my 4-foot by 5-foot Trump signs. I got 2 more of them. Okay, we're gonna turn here. We're gonna park. I gotta go in the store or in the shed. I gotta do a couple things before it's 4 o'clock. I'm trying to get a hold of TFT. If anybody knows TFX Racing, I need to talk to him about getting more chassis, because we need a lot of chassis if we're gonna put them on these bodies. I need to talk to Auto World too, because I want to talk to Auto World about all these bodies and these model motoring bodies. Well, we want to thank everybody for watching our quick live stream. Thank you very much for let me show you my yeah, I'll do this really quick. Okay, so everybody, since I'm doing the live stream, might as well do the I might as well show you the Carrera layout, how we're going to do that. Okay, so we got the four sets. So let me set this. Okay. So let's go upstairs. Ships. It's got like 600. My giant one. I love that one. My favorite though is, this was my second one that I ever made right here. And then my favorite of all is this one here, because it's a double hull. So anyways, so here is the Carrera layout. Huh. We got the guardrails. We got the guardrails on. And that's an analog car. So there's one thing about Carrera that most people don't understand, and that is that Carrera, let me bring this over here for a minute. There's one thing that people don't understand about Carrera, is that Carrera is a really nice platform in which to really keep creating and add to your layout, okay? It's very easy to digitize a car. For example, you know, this is a digital car, and you have your little chip, which this is the chip right here. It's not complicated. You just unplug it like this, okay? Of course, this won't undo because I want to do it. And I can't see it to try to grab it right. There we go. So this is the chip. They're pretty much the same. You have a circuit for the lights, then you have a circuit to the motor, and then a circuit to the guide pins. So this is the guide pin circuit. This is the motor circuit. So you have these two circuits. Now, you might have a light circuit if your car has headlights in which you can then plug it in. So for example, let's say we got this car right here. And we'll offer this car. I'll do a special auction on Thursday on this car here. I got to get my... And these just slide right in, lock in kind of. All right, so we got 4 screws. Those are Frankie's glasses. Those aren't my reading glasses. Okay, so when you're going to digitize a car, you're basically just going to see right now it's full throttle, but what we want to do is we want to digitize this car. So we're going to unscrew the 4 screws. And there are a lot of people that don't like digital. Now this car has everything. It has your lighting circuit. Now this is a different chip. No, that's the analog chip. So what we're going to do is we're going to unscrew this chip. All right, we need that screw. we're going to unplug everything from this circuit. So that's everything from, that's the analog circuit. Look at all this. See, this is why these things cost so much money. You know that if they didn't have all this stuff, you wouldn't have had the cost. These are your front headlights. That's not cheap doing those headlights like that. Okay, now what we want to do is pop out the little light sensor. That's what this little hole is here. See that little hole? See the little hole right here? That's for your light sensor. Let me move this over here a little closer. Now, this is your circuit. Now, this does not have enough wires to connect to all of the lights, unless that's a single one here. That goes here. Okay, yeah, there's enough here. All right, then we're going to have the two lights, the front lights. Those are going to be here. See, we got all the little lights right here. Okay, you see that? Those are our front lights. And we're going to pop these back into the circuit here. All right, now we have two open. One is going to be for the guide pins right here. And then the back one is going to be for the motor. Okay, so now we have all of the circuits. We're going to screw back in the circuit, the new circuit. Okay, now we're going to put that on the track, and now what we're going to do is we're going to program this new car, okay? Because right now it's not programmed anything. So let's take this car off the track, and we're going to press the code button. The lights are switched. That means it's programming. So now this car is now programmed to run, okay, on this track. And all I have to do is press the hand throttle. And now this car is now programmed. Now, and what's really nice about Carrera is it's a very solid car, very quiet. They run because they're a very heavy car. A lot of metal. The bushings are metal. You see all these bushings, See the bushings right here? They're all metal. All the bushings are metal. Okay, right here. You see that right there? See the metal bushings, metal. And then we just put the chassis body back on. Now let's just make sure everything's in it right, and then we'll just let it run around a couple times. Okay, notice we got lights. And now we have a Ford Mustang digitized Carrera. And we sell all Carrera sets. There's always a dead spot on the track. Somebody came out here and they knocked my set. I think it was Xavier. I'll blame him because he lives here, so. So now we have a digital car. And you can digitize it, and then you can go back to make it an analog car. Because this came as an analog car, so we can't sell it as a digital car. So we're gonna pull all these components off again. Headlights don't want to stay in their little. I tell you right now, all these headlights add about $20 to the car. So if you want all this headlights and all this electronics, that's why your cars are $40. If you wanted just a nice, simple slot car, you're looking at a $20 car that has to go right back to the way they used to be made. But people don't like that. They want all the electronics. They want all the fancy stuff. They want the lights. They want the headlights. They want the digital. They want all the fine stuff to go along with it. Now, I'm not necessarily saying good or bad. I'm just saying that's the way it is. Okay, people ask me, especially Arbuckle and Robert Fish, why do cars cost so much? And I tell them, well, you know what? You're adding all this technology to these cars, and by doing that, you double the price of your cars. You literally double the price. You think all these electronics don't cost anything? You think they're cheap? Are you kidding me? All this electronics adds another $20 to this, doubles the price of the car, doubles the price. Doubles the price, at least doubles the price of the car. Now, a lot of people disagree with me. They go, oh, no, Brian, you don't know what you're talking about. People always say I don't know what I'm talking about. I know. I haven't been in the market literally most of my life. I haven't been with every major company other than Carrera. I haven't sold SCX for nearly 20 years. I didn't work for Irwin Toy Company for 5 years just to learn nothing. They're top salesmen. I didn't learn anything. I'm just a pumpkin, or I'm just a simpleton, I guess maybe it's the best word to say it. I have no idea what I'm talking about in the way of slot cars. Anyway, so that's the digitization of a Carrera car, okay? And this is the Ford Mustang GTY. Ford Mustang GTY. GTY, item number 2002-7751, 22051. What do you think, guys? Pretty cool, huh? And that's Carrera. That's a digital chip, and you can pop these into any car as long as they are the new chip system. You put one in the front. Now, if it's got headlights, then you got a lot of these things that are basically fake. They don't do anything. Well, let's see that screw. See, I'm missing a screw. Oh, shoot. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Well, I'm missing a screw. So that means, oh, right here it is. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Oh, come on. So I hope that was fun. Thank you for watching the live stream. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Anthony Bateman. Tomorrow will be a Hollywood Tinker again. let's see, tomorrow I will be in, I will be in Hollywood Tinker again. The old Tinker back. That's cool, Tinker. If you could give, if I could give you another thumbs up, I would. Thank you very much for all the thumbs up. Anthony Bateman, the Professor Tinker is back, baby. Do you believe that you should believe in taking about it? See, do you believe what you believe you're talking about is correct? Yes. How could you actually believe you're talking about? And it's all this time. Actually believe that you're knowing that what you're doing is believing. This phone just keeps spelling stuff wrong. Yes, it does. Yes, this is the money market. I was just heading out to take my nap, and I said, I'm going to turn on and see Pro Tinker and the guys on. It does double price because it's an upgrade. He's Pied Piper, Anthony Bateman. You are the Pied Piper. Lead us to slot car heaven. Now, you know what it is, guys. It's just fun. You know, slot cars are just fun. You know, just driving around. Anyways, that's it of the show today. So I'll show you the trains that we're going to be setting up underneath this table here. This is the Play School Express. I've got nearly 100 feet of track, and we're going to set it underneath this table here. And so little